Coming too early is one of the most embarrassing things that could ever happen to you. It completely destroys your confidence. There is a phenomenon in psychology that's called the second wolf phenomenon. Second wolf phenomenon is basically you feeling like a beta cuck, you feeling like you're not the alpha male. And when you're having sex with a girl, particularly a girl who you feel is more attractive than you are, like she's higher up in the hierarchy of attractiveness, you will come quickly in order to prevent being seen by the alpha male. Awareness alone is sometimes curative, meaning by you just knowing about the second wolf phenomenon, just knowing that will sometimes be enough to cure it.
The Unapologetic Man Podcast.
I can speak from personal experience. Coming too early is one of the most embarrassing things that could ever happen to you. It completely destroys your confidence. It completely destroys her respect for you. She'll tell you it doesn't, but it absolutely does. And it annihilates your self-esteem. A lot of you guys have been there. So I went to work figuring out, A, of all, why does this happen? And B, of all, how to solve it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So first of all, gentlemen, there is a phenomenon in psychology and in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, that's called the second wolf phenomenon. Second wolf phenomenon, or we could say the second monkey phenomenon, is basically you feeling like a beta cuck, you feeling like you're not the alpha male. And when you're having sex with a girl, particularly a girl who you feel is more attractive than you are, like she's higher up in the hierarchy of attractiveness, you will come quickly, and this is completely in your lizard brain, in order to prevent being seen by the alpha male. This goes back to tribal communities or even monkey communities where the alpha monkey, let's say the silverback, is the one who gets to have sex with all the girls, but the beta cuck will sometimes get in there and get to have sex with the girls too, because they want to basically spread the gene pool, right? So sometimes girls will have sex with the beta cuck, and this happens with humans too. Not very often, but it does happen. So you being the beta cuck, at least in your own mind, you will come quickly, just like the monkey who's trying to get his nut off before the alpha silverback catches him. Again, that's called the second wolf phenomenon or the second monkey phenomenon, where because you don't feel like you're enough, you're going to come quickly because that's kind of what's predisposed in your lizard brain. The trick, of course, is to get intrusive with it. And this is exactly what I do in my 3-month coaching program, where we work with NLP to remap that kind of belief system to make you feel like you're the alpha male and you can last as long as you want to. In addition to this, and this too is so huge in today's society, you might have a belief system that sex is wrong. You might have a belief system that it's dirty, it's creepy, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. So what is your psychology going to do if you feel like sex is wrong? It's going to try to get it over with quickly, isn't it? So if you feel sex is wrong, and by the way, this is all belief systems, which we can remove with NLP if you come into my 3-month coaching program. If you have a belief system that sex is wrong, you're going to come quickly to get it over with. Also, and this is a different episode, you might not even be able to get it up. And this is the reason for erectile dysfunction. Oftentimes, if we believe it's dirty, it's gross, I'm not enough, I can't do it right, you just won't get hard. Your red helmeted warrior is like, well, I really don't want to be in that squish mitten because I believe that having a festival in her vestibule is wrong because, say, for example, the Bible tells me so, which is a huge thing that a lot of people deal with, then you're not going to be able to get it up. Now that begs the question, Mark, do you make NLP protocols specific for premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction? I do not, but I do deal with it with guys in my 3-month coaching program, because when you build the man up, when you build his self-esteem up, when you remove belief systems, when you deal with traumas, that automatically solves itself. I have had literally dozens, if not hundreds of guys tell me, dude, I can now last as long as I want to. I can now get a boner on command. It's now in my control because I remap belief systems. So that's the first thing, boys. And oftentimes, for those of you listening who unfortunately won't come into my 3-month coaching program, awareness alone is sometimes curative, meaning by you just knowing about the second wolf phenomenon, by you just knowing that you don't feel like you're enough, so you're going to come quickly to get it over with because perhaps in some way you even want to blow yourself out, a self-fulfilling prophecy, perhaps. Just knowing that will sometimes be enough to cure it. Not always, but it's like the first step, right? You're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like sex is wrong, so I'm going to get sex over with as quickly as possible. Now, some of you are sitting there being like, nah, man, I don't feel like sex is wrong. And I would say to you, really? Are you sure, bro? Let me ask you this. How do you feel after you masturbate to porn? Do you feel guilty? Why would you feel guilty? What is it about society that put that into your brain? Is it perhaps from religion? And oftentimes it does say sex before marriage is wrong, masturbation is wrong. If Jesus catches you rubbing one out, you're going straight to hell, dog. And therefore you feel guilty about it. You're going to have issues with premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction, which once again, we can deal with in my 3-month coaching program. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To watch the full podcast episode, click here. And before you go, if you're feeling extra generous, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me in the algorithm. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Unapologetic Army.